I was just wanting to, I did talk about using Hello, it's Anne here. Welcome back to my channel. I did touch on this subject in one of my other videos. I can't remember which one now, sorry. But I wanted to talk about using your inkjet prints in wet collage. So collaging with, you know, wet media, wet glues and stuff. So I did a little experimentation. So these are prints that I've printed out of my, I've scanned some of my artwork and I've printed it, and I've put it on a jelly plate of a thin layer of matte medium on these ones, and I know this works fine. I've done this before. So that's these ones. So you can see they're nice and matte. There's no shine to them. This is the matte medium, and it gives them a little bit of a textured feel to them. But yeah, these are fine. You can use these with wet, and it won't make the ink run. So these ones, I did a big bunch. Now these ones, I used a mixture of PVA glue and a little bit of water just to thin it down, and I'm really happy with these results. The little bit of water has taken the shine away. As you can see, they're not really shiny anymore. They're a little more, these ones feel a little more rough, got a bit more of a texture to them. These ones are a little more smooth. But these are ones that I've printed out on my printer. And yeah, as you see, they turn out just beautiful with the PVA glue, which is a very cheap alternative. Because the matte medium, the Liquitex matte medium is quite expensive. Well, it is for us here in Australia. I'm not sure everywhere else. So yeah, that's a really good. So I just used, I would say, well, I used this little cup here. I just got some, it's dried up now. But, you know, I put a little bit of PVA glue and then a little splash of water in there. And, yeah, I don't know how much. I probably made the PVA glue the consistency of a little bit thicker than milk. Something like that. Anyway, so, and I did this collage. And I used, this butterfly is a print, and some of these is from this page here, as you can see. Yeah, and it turns out beautiful. Most of the rest of it's jelly prints, but it turns out beautiful. There's no problem at all. So I'm very happy to say that I'm giving it the thumbs up, the PVA glue, and I'll probably actually use that from now on because it's much cheaper and it seems to work just as well. Hello. Okay, I thought I might give you a demonstration. Let me fix the camera up a little bit. There we go. I'm just printing out a print at the moment. Just printed out a couple of my digital papers that I've made. So, the PVA glue and water I've started mixing. You can see it's quite runny. It's quite runny. And I'm just going to pour a bit. You want to make it reasonably wet. I've found if you don't make it wet enough, the paper will just stick to the jelly plate. I've got a few goobies in there. Oh, it doesn't matter anyway. So make it reasonably wet. And I'm just using plain old printer paper, copy paper. Pop it down. There we go. See, it turns out beautiful. Make it reasonably wet. Otherwise, I've found that it sticks to the, because I mean it is glue after all. Another one. Now if you don't have a jelly plate, let me pull this off before it, oh no, it's starting to stick already. No. Yeah, no, it's sticking. Yeah, you have to be quick, otherwise you find that the paper will stick to the, if you use heavier paper, of course it'll probably won't do that. I'm just going to put a bit of water on there and just get that stuff off. I'm just going to get a baby wipe and wipe that off. Okay, let's get the other print that I've just printed out. So as you can see, and I think I'm going to put a fair bit on, make it nice and wet. But not too wet. There we go. And I think pop it on and take it off straight away. Yeah, that's better. Alright, to let those dry. So yeah, it works really well, apart from when the paper tears off. But for collage, that's fine. See, this one's quite dry. They turn out really good. Anyway, that's it for me. Have a wonderful day and give it a try. Like I said, if you don't have a jelly plate, if you go and have a look at the Frugal Crafter, she has the recipe to make one. I had a homemade one for, I don't know, at least 2 years, and it was the same batch of gelatin that I made. I just had the mould. I just bought a baking dish that was quite smooth, and I made the jelly stuff. I put a bit of alcohol and glycerin in it, and I just used, when it used to get a bit funny, I just used to grab it and tear it into pieces, put it back into a container, put it in the microwave, melt it down, and then remold it. And yeah, it worked great. I've never had any trouble with that one. Yeah, so it is a lot cheaper than buying one, of course, but it is a little bit of a difference between the two. I mean, I like them both. This is just more convenient. I don't have to do anything with this one. I don't have to break it down and remold it or anything, so it's just ready to go all the time. So anyway, have a wonderful day, and I will see you next time. Bye bye for now.